Hey guys. So I don't know when this was. It must have been from that night, from that live, because he's wearing the same jumper. Has elphaba lost all his money he's made on the ranking this week? What do we think? elphaba's savage attitude this week has led him having his live banned on all three of his accounts. Because you know when you get banned from doing the weeklies, not your account banned from going live, but when you get banned from doing the weeklies, I don't know what happens to the money you've got. Like, you know, when you get unbanned, does it still count? Oh, but mine, you don't really get anything, do you? Excuse me, because the money goes into your account. So I don't think it's like, oh, but mine, it stops you from making more money, doesn't it? But anyway, apparently he trusts no one unless you support him with money.
I don't trust any of you. I don't trust anyone at all because I've got severe trust issues and I don't like anyone.
Really?
Except people who support me financially, that's it.
So, you've got to support him financially for him to trust you. Doesn't make sense, does it? You know, because there's ways for people to show their trust, that they're trustworthy. But with him, it's only if you support him financially. Like a complete stranger could just start dropping gifts. And that's it, you start trusting this person without any doubts. Or did he realise what he said and messed up? You know, because he's saying it to everyone in his chat, obviously. And so did it like click, oh crap, I've just said that to me supporters. Quick, turn it around. Unless I'll trust you unless you support me financially. Like seriously, it's pathetic.
These people are jealous as on the ranks. They're so pressed.
Why would they be?
Cry about it.
Why don't you? You're good at that.
Call yourself a him, darling. You're talking to yourselves in the chat.
You like crying wolf.
Wow. You're all still hating me either way if I wasn't on the board. You still hate.
People don't hate you just because you get onto a board. Of course they're going to hate you. They hate you conditionally. As in forever hate you. Doesn't matter if you're on a board or not. And they're not going to stop hating you. You loser.
Hate me. So I would rather be hated and get money, you know what I mean, than be hated and be belittled and
just
try and cry
pathetic.
myself to sleep, you know what I mean.
But you know what it is? You see that now because you're sober. But as soon as you've got a few vodkas in you, you're all happy as Larry. And obviously that's what the money's for. That'll be why he's nearly crying over being kicked off the leaderboard. Because he won't be able to afford a night out. Like, seriously. All you're doing is paying for a hangover. What's the point?
I'd rather have that. I'd rather not take shit and tolerate it.
You're pathetic.
I don't trust any of you.
Absolutely and utterly pathetic excuse of a person. Of course, his life's all about money. And he sees he donates to places. It's like, you know, when he went to Glasgow last night, he says he's donated a good chunk of his money to Palestine. So people started asking him to prove it. So that's why he started kicking off even more. Like, I never, ever choose sides. I always choose... Well, actually, no, that's a lie, because I do. I choose the side of the innocents that are in the crossfire. Like I've said, I've done my service. I did it for 8 years. So I know what happens on a battlefield. Like everything, and it's not nice. Especially when you see it, like witness it firsthand. There's civilian hospitals out there, aren't there, in both Israel and Palestine? You know, trying to help the innocent people. I might donate to both of them. That'll show that I don't care about the governments that don't like each other. It's pathetic. It truly is just pathetic. You got one half saying free Palestine, you got the other half saying keep Israel free. It's just stupid. It's like the protests that are happening, especially in the UK. I seen it when I was in Texas. Like, one minute you saw people protesting with Israel flags, and then you had people protesting with Palestine flags. And I just sat there in the car thinking to myself, what's it even got to do with you? You don't even know what they're fighting about. Like, half the people that do protest don't even know what the fight's about. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at a few civilian hospitals and people out there that are actually trying to do some good. See if they've got a donation website. I'm not going to care what side it is. I don't pick sides. I'll donate to both of them if I have to. Anyway, I'm going to go. I said I wouldn't make it political, and I'm not going to. I'll catch you in the next one.